The post-war prosperity of the 1950s was depicted in the idyllic imagery of the typical American family. Women who once had joined the labor force during World War II were expected to return to the domestic sphere. Abandoning their pursuits for education and careers, women were pressured to become wives and mothers. The expectation for women to marry early and have children was reinforced by the media. Images of the idyllic family, with the husband as the breadwinner of the family and the wife as a doting mother, influenced many women to view motherhood as their only purpose in life. Yet the image of the ever-happy housewife was a facade. Having been told that their sole purpose in life was to find a husband and have children, women struggled to understand why they found their work as housewives unfulfilling. Overshadowed by romanticized imagery of marriage and motherhood, women suffered from what later became known as the problem that has no name. Yet one book has provided a platform for women to address gender stereotypes in a new way. Betty Friedan's groundbreaking and controversial book, The Feminine Mystique, was revolutionary for its critique of generally accepted gender roles. A graduate of Smith College, Friedan received an education from one of the top women's colleges in the country. Abandoning her career as a journalist, she got married and gave birth to 3 children. Feeling restless and disappointed with domestic life, Friedan surveyed her fellow Smith graduates to see if they felt the same way. The results showed that an overwhelming number of her classmates who had relinquished their careers for marriage and motherhood were left dissatisfied. Her results from the Smith survey set the stage for the feminine mystique. By addressing widely accepted forms of sexism in America, Friedan gave a voice to women who had previously been suppressed and silenced. Friedan challenged the gender stereotypes that predominated American society and rallied women and men together to protest against the injustices of gender discrimination. Friedan's book and her work as an activist were pivotal in laying the groundwork for the second wave of the feminist movement. By vocalizing her discontent, she provided a platform for dialogue on women's issues that revolutionized the discourse of the 60s. Friedan's career has had a lasting impact that continues to shape the contemporary women's rights movement. Friedan created the groundwork for second wave feminism by urging women to see through the delusions of the feminine mystique, to look beyond husbands and children, and to realize their own potential as individuals.
We had to break through the feminine mystique and the definition, the mask of false femininity we were wearing. Equality, full personhood for women, meant we now see a radical restructuring of the institution of society.
Betty Friedan's role within the feminist movement progressed beyond feminine mystique when she became the first president of the National Organization for Women, or NOW. As president of NOW, she worked alongside fellow feminists to further the women's rights movement. Yet Friedan was not immune to controversy and criticism. Some interpreted her ideals as an attack on women who enjoyed marriage and motherhood. Others criticized her for ignoring the struggles of women of color and impoverished women, and for her attempts to expel lesbian women from NOW. Betty Friedan's downfalls revolved around her inability to see beyond her privilege and the heteronormative culture that surrounded her. Yet Friedan's shortcomings continue to shape current feminist ideology. Friedan's ignorance towards women of color, homosexuals, and impoverished women has led to a contemporary feminist movement that stresses the need for intersectionality and diversity. Betty Friedan was a flawed individual. Yet her work as a leading second-wave feminist has had a strong impact on the gender rights movement that continues to shape contemporary feminism. The feminine mystique provided a sense of solidarity amongst women that evolved into the second-wave feminist movement. Friedan's validation of female discontent and the problem that had no name created a dialogue on gender inequality that transformed the social landscape of the 60s and continues to shape the modern feminist movement.